The Sparking Zero situation is crazy. Yesterday, somebody actually was streaming the full game like 4 days early. Like, just think about it like this, okay? You're already going to be getting early access 3 days early for October 7th. But this man said, I'm going to play it even earlier than that. This guy got double early access. He got the super ultra early access. And he's the only person allegedly so far that we know of that currently has the game in his possession. And I do think that there are others who have it, because sometimes, okay, these retailers, all right, this isn't the first time this has happened. This is not going to be the last time this is going to happen, okay? Anytime this anticipated game's coming out, whether it be like Skyrim or GTA 6, I guarantee this is probably going to happen with GTA 6, because leaks happen with that all the time, right? It's one of those just really anticipated games where these retailers, I don't know if they just don't know when the actual release date is, or if they're told something different, but they're putting it out on shelves, or these people will go in and they'll ask for the game and they're like, oh yeah, we have the game, here you go. And they're just like breaking street date, okay, and the embargo and everything. And it's just insane to me, because this has to be a physical copy, okay? If it was a digital copy, then it would still show the countdown, as far as I know, okay? I don't really get digital pre-orders or digital copies, but as you guys know, if you've already pre-ordered the game and you have it digitally, like already pre-purchased and everything, on your actual PS5 or whatever console you have, it'll show a countdown of when it's going to be unlocked so that you can play it, which should be, you know, the 3 days early access, which is going to be this Monday, right? So this dude allegedly had the game, and I mean, I stayed away from pretty much all the leaks. I didn't really see anything except for like a screenshot that I think DBS Hype posted. It was a screenshot of the actual intro cinematic, which they, you know, showed pretty much a good, not a majority, but like some good clips of it for a trailer that they dropped literally right after, because this situation was insane yesterday. And I have no idea how Bandai Namco got involved this quickly with it, but it just goes to show that they're not fucking around, okay? They're not messing around. So I saw that people were talking about the leaks, so I went on Twitter and I kind of just expressed my, you know, distaste for it, just because, I mean, leaks, they're not that big of a deal to me. Like, I'm not gonna lose sleep, or, you know, it's not the end of the world to me, but I would prefer not to see anything, you know, especially when the game is literally like 3 days away. Guys, it's 3 days away. I think we can wait. I know we're excited. I know, you know, some of us will say, oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. Obviously, yeah, you can't wait. It's 3 days. It's going to go by fast. Just, you know, watch some videos or do what I do. I put on a video and I get my controller and I start playing as if I'm playing the game. That's how hungry we are. But basically, I said, someone is streaming the full Sparking Zero game early. So I said, watch out for spoilers. Mainly did it for a warning, just because, you know, obviously some people just don't know what's going on, and, you know, they'll just be sitting there and get flashbanged by, you know, some kind of like story mode cutscene that's like a what if scenario, and you'll be like, Jesus, bro, like, I did not want to see that until I actually play the game. So like I said, dude couldn't have waited 4 days so that everyone got to enjoy the game at the same time, right? And then, like, literally like a few minutes later, Bandai Namco US, the official account, responded with the eyes emoji. At first I was like, what's going on? Like, I was confused, and then I thought about it for a minute. I was like, uh-oh, hold on, wait a minute. I think it's over. Like, we are about to witness murder in real time from the Bandai Namco FBI, okay? So I said, uh-oh, they are coming. Shouts to R-Creeps, my coats. Shouts to Zemi Stars. Get him, Bandai. Here, we got a Tizzle here. Just unlock the game so we can all play right now. And that would be great, right? That would be great. But obviously, you know, they have a release date for a reason. There's a reason why there's, you know, early access release date for this. Like, they're giving it to us early, okay? I know we want it even earlier than that, but, like, come on, you gotta respect the devs and the publishers and everything with what they're doing with this, okay? So this just blew my mind, because the Bandai Namco US account, you know, they don't even follow me, as you can see, okay? So I have no idea how they got a hold of this tweet that fast. I mean, like, the tweet wasn't even that big. It had, like, maybe a couple hundred likes or whatever. So I don't know. I guess I was just like the the one that they found that was, I guess, in the algorithm or whatever. So that kind of blew my mind that, like, Bandai was that quick on it. And then literally, like, not even 10 minutes later, after they tweeted this, Apparently, people who were watching the dude stream, okay, the guy who was streaming it, his name was Edgar, okay? I don't know if that's his real name or not, whatever, but I actually don't even know how people found out about this, because, I mean, the guy's got 370 subs, okay, subscribers, which, I mean, you know, that's not horrible. Like, that's you know, a decent size, but, like, it must have really been pushed through the algorithm, like, fast, because, you know, almost 3,000 people were watching this, and that's actually kind of insane. 3,000 people watching the game this early, and that's also kind of dangerous too, right? So it says this video is no longer available due to a copyright claim by Bird Studio Shueisha Toei Animation, which Bird Studio, as you guys know, was Toriyama's, you know, company. Shueisha being, you know, Shueisha, right? Okay, Shueisha, I mean, that's what it is. Like, if stuff like this is going to get claimed, it's going to be usually from them. The only time I would see it, like, physically, or not physically, but, like, you know, directly claimed by Bandai Namco is usually if it's the Japanese Bandai Namco, and that's usually if it's, I would say Heroes related stuff, but I guess with the games and stuff, it's going to be from them. And it's just insane how fast they were about this, because you guys remember they had the leaks of the full roster. You guys remember that from that? I think it was Dengeki Online. That press, whatever that was, that, like, you know, company where they would upload, you know, gaming related content and stuff early, you know, for people where it was like a review type of thing. But I think the reason why they didn't crack down as hard on that was because that was all from a press event. Okay, that was all stuff that was going to go public within a few days after it got leaked, right? That's what you're seeing. All the gameplay that we've had, there's a difference because that's a limited amount of stuff and they were restricted. Okay, if you guys don't know, there were certain what-if scenarios or certain game modes or things on there that these content creators and these, you know, the press that went out there for, like, review type of stuff, for, you know, getting hype for the game, trying to put out a little bit of gameplay to show people what's going on, right? They were very, very restricted to what they could show. Okay, some people, they could show a little bit of the Goku Black story or Jiren's story or even Vegeta's story. But for the most part, it was all stuff that I would say is to be expected. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, a lot of people that were replying to me, it was saying,
oh, what do you mean spoilers? We've seen and played the story of Dragon Ball Z a million times.
Where it's like, you obviously haven't been following the game, because they've said many times, okay, and even in interviews, that there are what-if scenarios and what-if paths that they are trying not to show off yet. Okay, so for all those people out there that are like, oh,
what are you talking about spoilers? There's no spoilers in this game. Everything has already been shown.
Like, you are being very, very ignorant about this. Like, just do a little bit of research to know that there are things in this game that they obviously don't want to show yet until you buy the game for yourself and experience it for yourself. Okay, if there are characters being shown, which all the characters that were allegedly leaked were all just characters that we've seen before. It wasn't like, oh, some secret Dragon Ball Daima villain that we've never seen before that hasn't been revealed yet or anything. No, it was just the movie characters and Kid Goku or Teen Goku from OG Dragon Ball. These are all characters that were in the previous games. These are all characters that, I mean, they're not that crazy to believe that they would be playable in this game. And they have all the same animations for the most part. It just sparking zero graphics and everything, okay? So this just blew my mind how fast they were on this. And the reason why I was saying that, you know, over 2,000, almost 3,000 people watching is dangerous is because at this point, whenever you get to that level, there's no way that you can contain the leaks, okay? It's good on Bandai and for Toei, Shueisha, whoever, you know, was doing the claim. It's good on them for actually trying to, you know, stop the bleeding. But, I mean, there are several other cuts everywhere else on the body at this point, okay? Because you guys know this stuff is going to start spreading like wildfire, okay? It becomes like a virus. It's just going to be everywhere. So I would still advise y'all, if, you know, you're online right now, be very, very careful. If you got to block out certain words on Twitter or just stay offline, I would just advise you guys to stay offline as much as possible. Go touch some grass, okay? Play that new Zelda game, alright? The Echoes of Wisdom. It's fire. I've been enjoying it. Again, Nintendo ain't paying me to say any of that. Fuck Nintendo. But I'm just saying, like, I'm having a good time. You know, go do something else. Try to get off Twitter. Twitter and Reddit are going to be like the worst places to be. YouTube's also really bad about it because it's going to recommend you content that you normally watch, which I would assume if you watch my content, you watch Sparking Zero content, and you're going to get recommended stuff like that too, right? So, I posted this like literally after with the quoted retweet of this from Bandai Namco, which, oh my god, the situation is hilarious and crazy, dude. So shout outs to Ryan Wagner. Okay, they are the brand manager at Bandai Namco US, okay? They tweeted this out. Don't post what isn't released, folks. We're going full Namcop to protect fans from being spoiled so they can experience it themselves. So when you get the actual, brand manager of Bandai Namco US, I'm talking the video games, okay? Not before with that one guy who was like for the toys. He did the toys, and I don't know why they were interviewing him for information on Sparking Zero, but this guy, he knows what he's doing. I think he's the one that actually helps orchestrate the trailers and get those released on time whenever they need to be. Because as you guys know, right after, he actually put this out, he also quote retweeted the trailer that they dropped literally probably 30 minutes to an hour after all the leaks went up. So that, at least people would see what's going on, at least with the intro cinematic and stuff. And that was a big one because the intro cinematic hadn't been shown yet. And obviously, again, it's not a big deal. If you saw it, it's fire. I haven't seen the full thing yet. I just watched the trailer of it. So I don't know exactly what's in it. But again, if you're trying to stay away from it, like I said, I'm spending $70, or actually 110, right? 110 for the Ultimate Edition. I'm spending a lot of money on this game. I'm sure you guys are too, right? You want to be able to experience this for the money that you paid, and not just someone just randomly dropping it on YouTube in a low quality or whatever, right? Experience it for yourself. That's what I would advise you to do. If you can't wait, if you cave and you gotta watch it, that's on your own, that's your own discretion, that's your own decision, go for it. But like I said, the issue is whenever you have this many people, watching this and this being up, people say, oh, just don't watch it, right? Okay, yeah, that's easy. You can not watch it, but that doesn't stop other people from spreading it like crazy and then it getting recommended on your Twitter feed or your TikTok or whatever. This is what happened with the roster. It was impossible to avoid. Maybe one or two people or a very small amount of people were able to avoid it, but this kind of stuff, it's going to start going kind of hard, right? But yeah, here it is. Somebody was posting it on Reddit and everything. And again, somebody said, which leaker? A guy named Edgar went live on YouTube and showed an hour worth of footage. Okay, an hour worth, that's a lot, right? Realistically, between all the early footage we've gotten from Dragon Ball YouTubers, that's not that much. Again, I understand where you're coming from with that, but again, they've only shown what they were allowed to show. This stuff from this leaker who has the full game, okay? This is all stuff he can show whatever he wants. He could show the what if scenarios. I don't know if that's what he showed, but apparently he showed all the stuff that others were under NDA not to show when they got to film. I can't confirm that or not. I'm assuming that he did try to dive into a little bit of the what if scenarios, just because if you're playing an hour worth of the story mode, yeah, there's going to be what if scenarios within that hour worth, okay? So this guy goes, bro got cooked. F in the chat for our man Edgar, okay? And again, I'm not trying to start drama over any of this. I'm sorry. This had to happen to Edgar, but again, he made the choice, okay? He took the risk to stream this stuff when he wasn't supposed to, and, at the end of the day, it's pretty disrespectful. Imagine this, okay? You worked 5+ years on a video game. You put blood, sweat, and tears into it. You went hard on trying to make this game for the fans, which that's what Sparking Zero has been all about. It's been all about the fans, fan feedback, everything. They've been doing so much to make sure the majority of fans are happy, okay? And then to have just a middle finger, in front of your face from, somebody like this who is just oh, I'm gonna do it all early before, we're gonna release the game. Let the devs and the publishers release it. Okay, that's not your choice. You don't get to release the footage. That's if you're just some random person that got the game early. If you have it early, you should have just kept it to yourself. At the end of the day, that's just how it should have been, okay? Streaming it online is, again, people will say, oh, just don't watch it, again. But when you have 3,000 people watching, it's going to get spread like crazy, and people are going to get exposed to it. Again, it's like a virus, okay? So, this last part I have to do because it was just so funny. Because somebody made this account. Somebody said the Bandai Ninjas got him. And they literally made this account that has a blue lock on it, and the name is Bandai Ninja. We are terminating your stream due to the early broadcasting of Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Streaming the game before its official release date is against our policy. So this actually might have been if you just didn't know exactly what was going on, and you just read your chat. Like, imagine Edgar just looking at his chat, and he's like, the fuck? And then it actually got closed. Obviously not from this right here. There's some random person that posted that shit. So the guy goes, laugh my ass off. Oh my god. I'm sorry. It's funny. It's kind of just funny because it's like, how do you make a meme out of this like that fast? Like, it was just, oh my god. Dude. Like I said, literally the Sparking Zero situation is crazy. Okay, the leaks are crazy. This game is insane, dude. I'm so excited for the game. Again, if you can, try to stay away from spoilers. If you're seeking out the spoilers, okay, that's on you. You do you. But don't get mad, because I saw some people I actually saw a lot of people like saying, oh, like, you know, again, don't watch it, okay? This guy, Edgar, was our hero and everything. You know, he was the one that was streaming the game so that we could watch it early. And I'm just sitting there like, don't you want to just play the game for yourself when it comes out? Like, watching and playing are two different things. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather play than watch somebody. I totally understand if you can't afford the game or you can't get the game at this moment and you want to watch. But I'm pretty sure whenever this is the #1 most sold game on like every single website and retailer, that a majority of people are buying the game to fucking play the game. But yeah, that's it. Don't take a lot of stuff in this video that I say too seriously. Again, most of it is just comedy. It's for entertainment. But at the same time, I did want to put out that, you know, a serious message. Just try not to leak stuff, okay? I think everybody would appreciate it. The world would heal if people wouldn't leak stuff. Obviously, that's not going to happen. But, you know, that's just how it is, right? It is what it is. Thanks for watching. Drop a like, subscribe here on the channel, ring my notification bell if you guys like watching these types of videos. You know, try to be in the know of what's going on with Sparking Zero, even though this is just silly stuff. This is crazy stuff. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Take care. We are so close to the release, and we're going to have a damn good time. Peace out.
This is Broly, and you are watching SLOplays. Make sure to subscribe, or else I'll destroy your entire planet!